Seems like appliances always go out at the perfect time. In this video, I'm fixing my dryer, so if you're interested and want to see the entire process, then just keep watching. Hi everyone, I'm Sherry and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, don't forget to click on that subscribe button and that bell right beside it. And if you're part of the oldie but goodie squad, what's up? So you guys, in this video, I have to fix my heating element in my dryer. It went completely out a few days after we came back from vacation, and I was pissed. I was so upset. I had clothes that needed to be washed on top of the clothes that already needed to be washed, and I needed to wash my clothes and dry them. And it went out at the perfect time as usual. It seems like appliances always go out at the perfect time. For this video, I'm replacing the heating element in my dryer. There are many factors that can play into why your heating element can stop working. Also your dryer. The dryer still turns on. The light comes on when you open the door. The drum of the dryer, which is inside the dryer, and it turns when your clothes are drying. That's turning. The only thing that isn't working is the heat. This is not the first time the heating element has stopped working for our dryer, and definitely not the first time of me fixing the dryer. So the first time the heating element went out, we had somebody come and fix it, and my husband paid like $300 to fix the dryer, and it worked for like a week, and then it went back out again. So I wind up ordering the piece off of Amazon and fixing it myself, and it worked. If you're interested and want to see the entire process of me replacing our heating element, then just keep watching. Don't forget to click on that like button, leave a comment down below, and share this video. Before I start taking apart our dryer, I'm going to insert some clips of my brother cleaning out our vent. If you are interested, you have to be in Georgia, in the Atl Metro area, and I will have all of his information down below in the description box. Oh yeah.
But that's like I said, you don't got no cap up there, so just water just running in there. So it's gonna well, good thing is it's rain.
To clean the vent, my brother is using a leaf blower and a vent cleaning brush. He first turns on the leaf blower to get rid of any lint that's free and able to go out on its own. As you see here, there were a couple of pieces that came out on its own, and you can also see that there is not a cap on the vent outside on a roof, and since there wasn't one, every time it rained it went inside of the vent, gluing the lint together. So majority of the lint was glued together to the vents. What he's going to do first is come out on a roof and clean the vent that's closest to the roof, and then go inside and clean the vent that's closest to the dryer. This is very easy to do if you're not afraid of heights. Me and my husband tried to do this before, and we did not succeed at all. We were very happy that my brother was able to clean our dryer vent. You guys, we haven't had this done since we purchased the house, which was like 3.5, almost 4 years ago. So knowing now that we did not have a cap on our vent, there could have been serious damage that could have been caused by the water.
After cleaning the dryer vent, he put a brand new cap on the roof. He made sure that it was properly sealed, so won't any water, bugs, or whatever be able to seep through and get stuck in the vent. So we won't have to worry about cleaning this vent until next year. Again, guys, if you are interested, his information will be down below in the description box. We want to be safe, mainly I want to be safe, so I'm going to go to my main circuit, turn the circuit off for the dryer, unplug it from the wall. Even though the circuit is already off, I'm still going to unplug it from the wall because you never know. And once that's done, I'm going to take the dryer apart, starting from the top. For this process, you want to make sure you are keeping the items you take off in chronological order. So when it's time to put the items back on, you know which piece goes next. If this is too much or you're still not sure, another great way would be to take pictures. Take pictures of how the dryer looks before taking it apart, and then as you take each, you want to pay attention into everything you're taking apart, especially the 4 different wiring sensories. The first one I disconnected controls the on and off button of the dryer and the different cycles. The next one controls the door and the drum. This allows the drum of the dryer to stop spinning whenever the door is open during a cycle if you do not pause it, conserving the heat of the dryer.
So once you take the top of the dryer and the door off, you are left with this. This is the house where the heating element is, and that's what we need to get to. It's sitting on top of this lever right here, but I'm going to go ahead and clean that out since it is open. And I'm going to try my hardest to record this part because again, I am on the floor. And my laundry room is very small. It's tight.
While cleaning the lint around the housing elements, I'm going to disconnect the sensory for the lint vents and also the sensory for the door light. This sensory just turns the light on for the door every time it's open.
So I did it backwards, but I did it correctly. That's all that matters. It has to come out in order to get this right here. I'm sorry, it's not heavy, but you have to lift up the drum of the dryer to get it out. You see, it's this right here is attached to, I don't know if you can see that back circle right there, but this is where that goes, and it holds the heating elements in place.
So I'm going to do a voiceover over this clip because I was all over the place and it was pretty loud inside the house. I purchased this off of Amazon. It was either $25 or $26 when I got it, and this came with 5 pieces. The 3 pieces that I did use were the heating element, thermal fuse, and the thermostat. This also came with a sheet of paper with links to different YouTube channels on how to install each piece. If this is your first time, this sheet of paper is very helpful in making sure you are installing each piece correctly. I'm using an old dryer sheet to get rid of the lint on the wiring and the thermostat and fuse, and then I'm going to remove these 2 pieces from the housing element along with the 2 front wires from the heating element. You can either use a tweezer or use your hands. Now that we have those items removed, I'm able to go inside of the housing. This is where the heating element lies. And once I opened it up, you guys, it was so much lint inside of the housing, and the heating element itself was bent. I've never seen this before. So I just took out the old heating element, cleaned out the housing, and put the new heating element in its place. I'm showing you guys how bad my heating element was. I mean, this thing was cracked all over the place, and this is very important in heating your clothes. The heating element basically generates the heat in your dryer, and when this isn't working, then your clothes are not drying. And as you can see, this is probably the main reason why my dryer was not heating. Our dryer vent could have played a big role of our heating element going out, as well as just everyday wear and tear. Now that the heating element is replaced and everything is secured, I'm moving on to the thermostat and the thermal fuse. The first piece I'm replacing is the thermostat. This piece just helps maintain the proper temperature in your dryer. For this, you want to make sure that you are putting the wires back in the same spot, in the same place. So again, make sure you take pictures. The next piece I'm replacing is the thermal fuse. This piece is very important. If your dryer is overheating, the thermal fuse is going to turn your dryer off. So this helps prevent fires from within your dryer. I then screwed each piece securely to the housing element, and then made sure that the red and blue wires were securely tightened onto the heating element. I put the heating housing back in the correct spot within the dryer, and now it's time to put the whole dryer back together.
Alright, so Judgment Day is here. I put everything back together. I have not pushed the dryer up against the wall just in case if something is wrong, or I didn't put everything, or I didn't put something in its correct spot. I wanted to keep it away from the wall, therefore I can still fix it. I went on ahead and started the washer because I know I put everything back together correctly, and by the time I got done fixing the dryer, the clothes should be done washing. The moment of truth, we're going to see if all that hard work paid off. First, I'm going to turn on the dryer. Perfect. I'm going to open the door, making sure that I connected the sensor for the light. So we're going to close that, and we're going to go ahead and start the dryer, and hopefully the heating works. So I'm going to wait for, I'll say, a minute or two. Usually if the heat works, it should automatically kick on, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to wait a minute or two. Pause the dryer, and usually I know if it's working by touching on the door, but I'm going to open the door, and yes, if I had smell-o-vision, you will be able to smell that heat. To turn that off, and I'm going to push the dryer back to the wall.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys learned how to fix your heating element just in case if it goes out on you. I know this is a different type of video, but it's still a DIY video. I basically fixed my own dryer without having to pay someone to come out and fix it, and without having to purchase a brand new appliance. This is such a useful skill to have. You just never know when your appliances are going to go out, and you want to learn how to fix these things in the long run. Don't forget to comment, like, and share this video, and if you have not already, click on that subscribe button. Thanks for watching again, and I'll talk to you in the next one.
But the heat just isn't kicking on. My dryer is back up and running.
I can smell it.
Just lint all over the place.